Yo, what up, everybody? I'm Banx Tattoos, and you're watching Blasted. I was born here in LA, bro. I was born and raised East LA. Yeah, my whole life. I went to Garfield High School. I went to Griffith Middle School, Garfield High School. And I was a fucking travieso, bro. I was a troublemaker growing up, dude. I gave my mom a run for her money, for sure. I was definitely the black sheep for my brothers. So I have, there's three of us, and my older brother, he was football player, you know what I mean? Played sports, and my little brother, same thing. And I was just the different one, the one always kind of fucking getting into trouble and shit, fucking tagging. The stereotype, right, in East LA, you know what I mean? Growing up, just running around, dude, running amok, bro, yeah. Graffiti, shit, fuck, my uncle, bro. Shout out my Uncle Monk. Yeah, growing up, dude, I would watch him, you know what I mean? I always would find his little his black books and him and his homeboys and shit, you know what I mean? And I would see these things, in these black books, these tags and shit. And, I was young, and sure enough, as you get older, bro, you start realizing, you know what I mean? You start kind of noticing shit, oh shit, these fools aren't just writing in a black book, bro. You start seeing it on the walls, you know what I mean? Fuck, and of course, that uncle, right? That specific uncle, he was more like an older brother to me and my brothers. You know what I mean? Because we're not the age, we're not too far apart. So I definitely looked up to him a lot. You know what I mean? And of course, I fell into the same little thing. Started tagging in junior high school, 6th, 7th grade, probably. You know what I mean? And yeah, bro, I did that for a while. I think that was probably one of my first real introductions to any type of art. You know what I mean? At that time, dude, I was writing, what was I writing? I think I was writing Nas, N-O-Z. It was just, mainly in the neighborhoods, you know what I mean? Yeah, in the neighborhoods, wherever I could fucking get a tag, bro, After high school, bro, shit. After high school, I was fucking, I want to say, I was lost, honestly, for a little while, you know what I mean? I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Fortunately, you know what I mean? My dad, he owns a construction company, you know what I mean? So I was able to do that, you know what I mean? I did that for a long time. It's a flooring company, so we'd be laying down floor. We'd be doing cabinets, whatever, random shit my dad would have me do, you know what I mean? And yeah, I did that, dude. And then after that, I always had this thing for cooking, right? So I kind of got into that, right? I got into the whole cooking, the whole restaurant industry thing. Yeah, bro, I really fucked with that. I really fucked with the cooking, and I think that was something that I really liked also. So I did that for a while. At that time, yeah, it was definitely okay, you know what I mean? I got to figure something out. I knew again, right? I was always different, right, from my brothers. I've always noticed that I was more, I didn't really want to follow the same path, right, as my pops and, you know what I mean, even my uncles. My mom's in the dental field. My uncles are on my dad's a, contractor. My brother's a contractor. My little brother's doing that too, you know what I mean? So I was I knew I didn't want to do that, you know what I'm saying? So I was fuck, well, what could I do, And I always remember, cooking with my grandma and shit, and I always enjoyed that, you know what I mean? And yeah, as I got older, I would cook stuff at home, you know what I mean, for my parents and my friends and shit, and they fucked with it, you know what I mean? They're hey, dude, you fucking, you got some. So I was yo, maybe I should take this a little bit more serious, And yeah, bro, I did that, bro. I did that for 6 years, dude, something like that, 5, 6 years. My best friend Anna, her parents own a restaurant in Highland Park. It's called Delia's. If you guys are ever in Highland Park, check it out, Delia's. So I got a job there, and I was working there, and it was cool, you know. I was enjoying it, and as time went by, right, I found myself really like thinking like, damn, like, is this really what you want to do for the rest of your life, you know? And I don't know. I mean, I'm sure people out there, you know what I mean, if they work in the restaurant industry, they know, right? Like, your fucking life is the restaurant, you know what I mean? Especially if you own the motherfucker, you know? And that's cool, you know? I have so much respect for that industry, man, you know what I mean? Because that, you know, from working in the restaurant industry, I was able to do a lot of shit, right? But again, I was like, dang, bro, like, is this really something that I want to do, you know what I mean, for the rest of my life, you know? Am I going to be happy fucking 10, 15 years down the line, you know? So I was like, fuck, you know, I really thought about it, and I was like maybe, you know, maybe this isn't it, you know what I mean? Maybe this isn't it. And I always had a thing for art, you know what I mean? I always loved art, you know? I started scratching, you know, at home fucking years ago. I was tattooing like the homies and shit. So that's what it was, right? So my homie Julio, Julius, I kind of seen, you know, him doing his thing, you know what I mean? No cap, you know? I seen him doing his thing, like all the freedom he had, you know what I mean? And of course, like, you know, he's my boy, so we would chop it up, and, you know, he was happy, you know what I'm saying? He was happy doing what he was doing, you know? And again, right, like, I was like, fuck, dude, like, I want to do that, you know what I mean? I want to get back into tattooing, you know what I mean? So, yeah, bro, I gambled on myself, bro, straight up, no cap. At, I want to say 30, 31, maybe, is when I fucking decided, like, I'm gonna take tattoos seriously, you know what I mean? I'm gonna fucking try to make a career of this, you know what I mean? Because again, dude, like, it's just, I want to do something for the rest of my life that I'm gonna enjoy, you know what I'm saying? Something that I love, you know? And I think, you know, tattooing has always been that. I've been around it my whole life, you know what I mean? My uncles, fucking their homies tattooed, you know what I mean? And one of my uncles from my pop side of the family, he tattooed, you know? And so I was like, fuck it, dude. You know, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna do it, you know? And yeah, bro, as soon as I hit up Julio or Julius for an apprenticeship, dude, he was, you know, of course he was like, yeah, you know. Once he gave me the green light, bro, I fucking quit the restaurant. That very next day, I quit the restaurant. Yeah. Now you know I'm out here screaming out the hood. I am now my now you know I'm out here Nah, I never thought about going to a shop, right? Again, right? Fortunately, I have a lot of like homies and shit, you know what I mean? So I knew that I had the opportunity, you know what I mean? So nah, I never really thought about that, dude. Like, I always, when it came up, when I thought about tattooing, right? When I thought about like, okay, I want to start tattooing again, my mind automatically went to Julius, you know what I mean? Because we grew up together, and I knew, right? He fucking was killing it already at the time, you know. And he fucking told me, he was like, what did he tell me? He's like, bro, something like, bro, like, you should have been tattooing. Like, I don't know why the fuck you stopped. You know what I mean? Because me and him started tattooing kind of around the same time when we were young, right? When we were like, I want to say I was maybe like 19. He was maybe like, I want to say he's like 3 years younger than me or something like that. So he must have been fucking, I don't know, 16, 17. And we started tattooing like at our house, you know what I mean? Like at his parents' pad, my parents' pad and shit, you know? So we're doing that. And again, right, I didn't really take it too serious because I was a little bit older than him. So my mind was kind of somewhere else where I was like, yo, like, I got to fucking do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to figure some shit out for real, you know? Which was kind of fucking a fuck up, you know? I should have just kept at it, you know? But yeah, I stopped tattooing. And then I was doing the restaurant thing, and this dude was fucking, he kept at it. So I already knew. I was like, yo, I'm gonna hit this fool up and sure enough, I hit him up. You know, he was like, yeah, bro, fucking, let's fucking run it, dude. And he was like, he was tattooing in Montebello at this spot. It's called DSOG. Um, and he was like, yeah, bro, like fucking, I'm thinking about getting my own spot, you know, this and that. He's like, just give me a little while. I was like, all right, for sure. You know, I waited it out. I waited like he took like a month and a half to hit me back up, and sure enough, bro, fucking, it was a wrap.
We met when I was in high school. We were in high school, huh?
Yeah. So we were friends for like what, like
Yeah. One of my homies, his like brother and homies and stuff. So he introduced me to them, and we were from like this, like his family and my family were from, like the same hood and stuff. So we kind of like connected. It was kind of crazy. But
yeah,
that's how we met.
That's how we met. Bro, I sacrifice so much, you know what I mean, and you know, fuck, bro, I lost people, you know what I mean, to this shit, you know what I mean, no cap. I had like some money saved up and shit, but you know, shit happens. I had just bought my first house right before I quit, you know what I mean, so that shit was like just another whole fucking stress on its own, you know, and yeah, bro, it was hectic, bro. My apprenticeship, that's why like I've been hit up, right, like, hey, like, you know, how do you feel about apprenticeships or, you know, whatever. I'm like, yo, like, fuck, that shit's no joke, dude, you know what I mean? Like, if you want this shit, bro, like, there's a lot of sacrifice, you know what I mean? Because there's no half-assing this shit, you know what I mean? There isn't, you know what I mean? There's a lot of fucking time, a lot of fucking effort you gotta put into it to, you know, to get to where you want to be, right? And shit, I feel like this is just the beginning for me, you know. I'm still learning every day, bro, you know what I mean? But yeah, bro, a lot of sacrifice. Fucking the income, that was like a big thing, right? Cuz again, like, you can't, I feel like as an apprentice, you can't have like a part-time job, bro. Like, you can't really do that, bro. Like, there's so much focus, there's so much shit that you have to learn before you start tattooing, you know what I mean? That your focus can't be anywhere else but in this, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was really hard, bro. It was really fucking hard. But again, my pops, you know, he fucking helped me out. My friend Anna, you know, she fucking held it down for a really long time, bro. You know what I mean? And fucking shit. She was crazy. She was crazy for sure. Shit, my apprenticeship with Julio, I mean, that shit was, I mean, getting to work with your homie, you know what I mean, every day, like, fuck, that's a fucking, an opportunity on its own, you know. It was cool, bro. It was really cool. It was an experience, you know. We fucking bumped heads, you know, of course, you know what I mean? But we fucking, you know, at the end, you know, we're fucking always straight, you know. And he's a fucking great mentor, bro. Great mentor. He fucking he showed me everything he fucking knew, and he took his time, you know, and patience, you know what I mean, with me. And yeah, bro, he's a fucking great guy for sure. For sure. I have a lot of fucking I owe him a lot for sure, you know what I mean? Yeah, so when he opened up the gallery, it was just me and him, bro. Yeah, just me and him. It was he was tattooing downstairs, so there was like, he was living up here still. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro, it was just us two. We'd fucking hang out. He'd tattoo, you know what I mean? I'd watch him tattoo. He'd be explaining everything to me. I'd be right there with my little notebook, you know what I mean, taking down notes. And yeah, bro, it's cool, you know, chilling with my homie all day, you know what I mean, and just trying to hustle, bro, like trying to make something of ourselves, you know what I mean, because at the end of the day, like, fuck, we both come from like the same place, you know what I mean, like, and it's a trip to like that day, like that first few days we were here and shit, like we would like look at, like we'd be like, damn, fool, like we're fucking here, bro, like, you know what I mean, that's crazy, bro, like some two fucking ghetto ass little kids from East LA, you know what I mean, like it feels really good, bro, you know what I mean, it felt really nice for sure, you know what I mean, and I feel like we inspired a lot of people too, right, like by making a move, or him, right, him him making a move like he did, right? Like moving somewhere like this, like in downtown and a fucking penthouse, you know, because nothing for nothing. Me personally, right? I feel like from where we come from, like there's like shit like this don't happen. You know what I mean? Like it's rare. You know what I mean? Where it's like somebody starts like a legit business and it's like succeeding. You know what I mean? Um, so it's cool, bro. Like it's really cool, especially like when people you haven't seen for years. You know what I mean? Come down and they come get tattooed and shit, and they're like, "Yo, like fuck, this is fucking cool." Like you fools are in a fucking penthouse or whatever, and I try to think about it and I try to put myself in their shoes, and it's like, fuck, like some of these people will never get that opportunity, you know what I mean, to come and be somewhere like this, or even get tattooed somewhere like this, So it's fucking cool, It's fucking, when I walked in here for the first time, I was like, yo, like, this is it, bro. Like, I knew, like, I don't give a fuck what happens, bro. Like, I'm gonna be here, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be fucking here, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make this shit happen, And again, right? Fucking I have a lot of blessings, bro. A lot of fucking family and friends, fucking Julius, bro, that shit, they believed in me, you know what I mean? They were like, fucking do it, bro. You know what I mean? You got it, you know what I mean? And I took that fucking, I gambled on myself, bro, and yeah, there's been some hard times, you know what I mean, for sure, but definitely the good outweighs the bad, you know what I mean? At the end of the day.
Oh my god, is that sussy?
It definitely depends on you, you know what I mean? Like how much you want it, Cause you could tell, bro, and especially like Julio, like again, right? Like he was a fucking great mentor, and he was real, you know what I mean? Like, hey, yo, that fucking line is squiggly. Why is that fucking line squiggly? You know what I mean? So he would call me out on my shit, right? Like, where I feel like literally from my first to second tattoo, I was already like, okay, like I know why that came out the way it did. You know what I mean? So I gotta correct that. You know what I mean? Why did it? And I did like a snake on my homegirl, like a snake with some flowers. It was like my first like bigger piece because I was doing like a lot of line work, like a lot of dainty tattoos, like small shit, And that's where like that tattoo I got to do like some shading, you know what I mean, and some shit like that. And I was just like, fuck yeah, this is what's up, you know what I mean. And I think then when I realized like, yo, like, fuck yeah, like you're definitely improving, you know what I mean, for sure. And even now, right? Even to this day, bro, like I feel, you know what I mean, every day, like every tattoo that I do, I just try to do it better than the last, you know what I mean? Because again, dude, like I've only been doing this shit for fucking 3 years, you know what I mean? So it's not very long, but fuck it, I'm giving it my all, dude, and art is something that I've always loved, you know what I mean? And I've always had a passion for. And the money, right, is cool and all that, right? Tattooing, making, we're happy, we make cool money and all that. But I feel like for me, like at the end of the day, like these people walk away with my shit on their skin, you know what I mean? Like when they fucking get buried, you know what I mean? My shit's gonna be on them, you know what I mean? And for me, that's like more important than anything else, right? And that's why I always try like my hardest to like make sure every fucking tattoo that I do is better. You know what I mean? And yeah, dude. And I think that's why another reason why I know it's kind of like off topic, but I think that's why I always had this thing for tattooing also, right? Like subconsciously, like just like graffiti, right? When I would go out and I'd fucking write on the walls and like the homies like, hey, fool, I seen you up right there, it's fucking dope. Same thing with tattooing, right? Like like people will send me, like my homies will be like, hey, fool, I fucking ran into your tattoo out in the street, like your client, or whatever at the bar or some shit, So it has like that same, you know what I mean? That same connection, bro, where it's like, if something were to happen to me, right, or some shit like that, like, fuck, my shit's out there, you know what I mean? No matter what, like, my shit, like, I don't want to say like a legacy, but something like that, right? Like some sort of, I'm leaving a mark behind somewhere, you know what I mean? You know, and I feel like that's always been my shit, dude. Like I've always wanted to like do something like where it's like, fuck, fool, like, I don't know, like I don't want to say like be remembered, but you know, something like that, you know what I mean? Like where it's like, damn, you know, that fool Banx, you know, that fool's out there doing it, you know what I mean? I definitely want to focus on black and gray realism for sure. Like that's my shit, you know, because my mentor, you know, Julius, he's black and gray realism. So I was like, yo, like, you know, that's what I want to do, you know, and I feel like it's dope, like to be able to like put a fucking picture on somebody's skin like that, you know, and then you step back and you're like, damn, bro, that looks fucking like, you know, the photo, that's fucking sick, you know what I mean? It's amazing to me, you know, it trips me out. Yeah. Sure, I want to focus on like larger pieces, larger black and gray. You know what I mean? I got a couple back pieces out there that I started. You know, yeah, dude, I definitely have more fun with the bigger pieces for sure, for sure. Yeah. Cause again, when I was an apprentice, all I was doing was these small tattoos. You know, the little flowers, bro. I want to say like 60% of my clientele was girls, bro, because all I was doing was like these little like fucking fine line dainty tattoos, you know what I mean? And that shit's cool, you know, but it gets old, bro. And I definitely have more fun with the bigger pieces, you know what I mean? The fucking black and gray, like the skulls, the flowers, you know, the lions, you know, the clocks, you know, all that shit for sure. That's like definitely what I want to focus on more. For sure. But I get like, you know, I still get the little trinkles of fucking, you know, little tattoos. People hit me up, you know, and it's cool. I don't mind it, you know what I mean? As long as I'm behind the machine and I get to, you know, fucking put in some work, it's like, fuck it. It's never too late, bro. Fucking my advice to anybody who wants to get started, who wants to get into tattooing is one, fucking your ego, bro. Let that shit go, homie. You know what I mean? Let that shit go. Put that shit somewhere deep down, fool, because that's the first thing, you know what I mean, that they're gonna fucking break, bro. You know what I mean? And just know that, hey, dedication, bro. You know what I mean? Hard work. Be ready to fucking you know, sweep, fucking clean up the toilets, and you know, but it's a beautiful thing, bro, at the end, you know what I mean? Because these dudes, yeah, they give you a hard time and everything, you know what I mean, here and there, you know, you're the fucking gopher, bro. Anything they fucking want and need, you got to do, right? But it definitely pays off, you know what I mean? Especially if you have any type of love and like for art in any shape or form, like tattooing is like the best fucking career choice, I feel, for sure, you know what I mean? For anybody who's into like art. Don't fucking give up, man. Don't give up. It gets hard. It gets hard. Look for an artist that, you know, does the style of tattoos that you want to do, you know what I mean, or want to get into, and try to get an apprenticeship with somebody like that, you know, somebody that focuses on the style that you're trying to go for, you know what I mean? Because I fucking, again, right, I've been here since the beginning, bro, you know what I mean? And I've seen fucking apprentices come and go, you know, in this shop, you know, and don't just look at the end result of this, right? Like what you see on Instagram and social media, bro. Like we do have like a lot of free time, you know. We get to do a lot of shit that other people don't fucking, you know, get to do. But there's definitely a lot of sacrifices and a lot of fucking dedication you gotta do before getting to that point. You know what I mean? And I feel like some people they really think we're just in here fucking drawing on people's skin, bro. Like, oh, like it's not like, nah, bro. Like it's not that, bro. Like when we go home, we're still working on designs at home. You know what I mean? We're still fucking, you know, thinking of, you know, how am I gonna book next month? You know, it's just this. It's not as easy as it seems. You know what I mean? My goals for the future, fucking fuck, dude, keep killing it and tattooing, bro. Just trying to get better and eventually open up my own spot, you know what I mean? Honestly, I have this vision of just opening up a shop in the neighborhood over there, you know, back in East LA, you know what I mean? Something nice, something kind of like what we have here, right? More more private studio, something more a little bit nicer, than what they have down there. Down there's a lot of walk-in shops, a lot of, no hate, you know what I mean? But, you go down there and you fucking walk into some of those shops, like, you get stared at by these tattoo artists, you know what I mean? There's fucking these cholos that you don't even want to deal with, bro. Like, you're like, fuck this, I'm I'm out of here. But yeah, that's definitely something I want, bro. Definitely open up my own shop, open up or just partying up with my boy, Julius, and making making some shit happen, bro. Doing something, opening up a restaurant too. You know what I mean? In the future, for sure. It's just there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit I want to do for sure. So I use the Bishop Packer, bro. Yeah. I use a Bishop Packer. For ink, bro, I fucking Big Sleeps all the way. Killer Bees. Shout out the homie Rocky. He fucking put us all on. You know what I mean? And yeah, bro, Big Sleeps, Quadrant for needles. Fucking quality, for sure. Yeah, bro. Oh, fucking Canicade, dude. Hey, fucking Canicade, bro. That shit's fucking clutch for sure. If you guys haven't, check it out. Pretty simple, just one machine. Basic 3-round liner. I think my go-to is like 3-round, 5-round, and like a 9 mag. You know what I mean? I've been dipping into like some smaller like 5 mags here and there, but yeah, bro, that's pretty much it. Basic fucking 3-round liner, quadrant, 5-round liner, quadrant, and 9 mag quadrant, depending on the tattoo. Damn, bro, there's so many people that I want to thank, bro. Fuck my friends and family, for sure, dude. Like, cause my friends and family, bro, like they've supported me throughout the whole fucking journey, especially my best friend Anna. You know what I mean? She's the one that was like, yo, like, you got it, like, you know what I mean? She helped me out a shit ton, you know what I mean? For sure. Fucking Julius, of course, my mentor, and yeah, dude, that's pretty much it. My friends, they know who they know who they are, you know what I mean? And my fucking clients, bro, straight up, because at the end of the day, my clients, bro, if it wasn't for them coming down and getting tattooed, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be able to do this shit, straight up. But yeah, bro, fucking. If there's anybody that I really have to thank, though, is for sure my best friend Anna. You know what I mean? She's a fucking angel, for sure. Shout out to Anna. Yeah. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I go by Banx Tattoos. If you guys want to hit me up, get tatted, you could shoot me a DM on IG.